Potent Ponder, I'm back with another video. Yo, please come in, thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, hit all notifications so you have my videos in your possession each and every time I go live or I do uploads. Yo, so this is a conversation that I've been wanting to have. Like I spoke about this in like a few of my lives that I was doing and just walking and talking, right? So the title of this video will be something in regards to Nicki Minaj being disrespected and how Cardi B opened up the door for it. So some of these things you may realize, but I just really want to just take some time to just talk about it, right? So we all know that, around like 2017, well, really like when was it, like when the Sheether situation happened with Nicki, and we've all felt the shift with the industry kind of like turning on her. Well, that started, I believe it was either 2016 or 2017. I know that was like around the time I just moved to Texas, right? So that happened. And then, the industry went through the little wave, the Nicki hate train or whatever, right? So then Cardi B came in, I never forget the day that Nicki, it was rumored that Nicki was going to be on, the collaboration for motorsport, right? And if y'all remember specifically, if you was on Twitter, Nicki got online and she was like, and yeah, we teamed up for that heat too. You probably could search her profile and find it. She was like, and yeah, we teamed up for that heat. Something like that along the lines, right? And I never forget thinking to myself, like, dang, Cardi got a Nicki Minaj collaboration already. And then as I think about it now, when you think about like, the Ice Spice or the Sexy Red and like the different female artists, the Coiler Razors, like they all got features, Megan Thee Stallion early in their career, right? So I'm like, damn, Cardi got it. And I'm telling y'all this, back then, Nicki and Cardi was cool back then, or, it was seemingly cool, right? I never liked Cardi, like on an artist level. And just to like, just reiterate this, I remember when I went to the first Underrun tour, you could Google that. I can't remember the year. It could have been 2012, maybe 2011, 2012. I think it might have been 2012, 2013. I went to my first Underrun tour. And I remember it was this Dominican girl. She kept playing these videos from somebody. I'm like, who is that? She was like, oh, it's Cardi B. That was my introduction to her in New Jersey at the on the run tour when we was on a bus going back to New York City. I was like, oh, Cardi, whatever. That was my introduction. I felt like her personality was funny. When she got to Love and Hip Hop, I didn't really like her because I felt like they was trying to sell us. It was a fallacy, trying to push her into this music. And I'm like, as I've been watching this girl for all of this time, I never seen her do music, whatever. So now we got a fraud fake in the industry, and they pushing and promoting her, right? So I never really liked Cardi. So then when I felt like Nicki collabed with her on Motorsport, I was like, okay, she did it for the team for, with the Migos and all of them. But then Cardi still benefited. Well, after that, the song comes out, it does what it does, and the time kind of like was spread out, and then Nicki was dropping Queen. So when Nicki did her the crazy thing about it was, right, when Nicki did the interview on Apple, I didn't even hear Cardi B's interviews or anything like that. So Cardi did that interview that Nicki spoke about, and she was just like speaking about how she felt disrespected by Cardi, when Cardi was just like, she changed her verse, she changed her verse, she changed her verse. Now, as the story rolled out, we realized that Cardi didn't feel like, when Nicki was like, if I'm the QB, Cardi, whatever, she was trying to like salute Cardi. Like, honestly, Nicki, you was giving her way too much props that she even deserved, but you was trying to be good, trying to serve face, trying to co-sign like a new girl. Listen, I know that we can't go back and change the hands, change things or whatever, because I honestly feel like Cardi should have never been co-signed in that matter. But Nicki, she's good with words and she always does a sports line, whatever, right? So Cardi didn't like it. She felt like it was some sun line or whatever, right? Now, Nicki clearly showed that she was hurt by this relationship, by the way that Cardi was just handling her. Nicki was just like, it's because of the current Nicki Minaj hate train bridged off of the Remy Ma thing and all of that she even had the audacity to even come at me and disrespect me. So that happened. Nicki ended up getting Queen Radio. She started, she was on there talking. I think the pound out situation happened. I can't wait. Did Cardi get pounded out? No, because when she was on camera doing all of that talking and saying that, Nicki, you supposed to be Street Fighter, Chun-Li, whatever, right? What I want you to like hone in on and just remember this moment and see, a lot of times people be talking, and you don't really understand what they mean or the direction of their point of what they're trying to get across, right? But what some people say, whether they're influential or not, they plant these seeds and it can get into a person's head, right? So I remember when Nicki was on Queen Radio and was talking or whatever, and then Cardi B. Can y'all tell me in the comments what caused that argument when Cardi was on her phone going crazy and like, was it around the woman like me? I think it was around the woman like me, and she was like, I passed on it. Remember, Cardi did all of that. And remember, she even tried to say she passed on the collaboration with Carol G. Both Carol G and the Little Mix came out and said, no, we wanted to collaborate with Nicki. Why didn't people understand that the girl was weak then? Why didn't she understand that the girl was? Why didn't the public understand? They was just so quick to try to co-sign somebody and get some new chick in who ain't even measure up like at all in the measuring cup, like at all. She wasn't even a half cup, wasn't even a quarter. And listen, that's why I never paid a quarter to support her. So anyway, right? That happened. But I want you to just zoom in on this right now, right? Cardi said, I'm nothing like you. She said, I'm nothing like you, as if she was something that was great, right? She planted that seed. She said, I'm nothing like you, and I'm not going to kiss your ass like the other ones do, right? Now, if you look at the trek and the trek and the career of a Nicki Minaj from what she did from the beginning with the mixtape, and I'm not saying this to bash any girl at all. I've said this before. Nicki's buzz underground on her mixtape was larger than a lot of people's careers right now. Not being funny. A lot of them, like that you think that they getting a buzz off or whatever, but her mixtape days has not been outshined by a girl's push with their main singles and all of that. Let's be honest, and let's tell the truth, right? So I believe, and this gets to be a little and you probably experienced something like this in life too. I feel as though, as invalidated that Cardi felt, she couldn't believe that she was in an arena now. Like, she grew up loving Nicki. Like, you know what I'm saying? She grew up loving her. She said she wanted to be like her, be an idol. Nicki was her idol. Now she's in the arena with her, and I'm nothing like you, really. Even though you mentioned that you wanted to, be an icon or be a businesswoman like her. Now you done mustered up enough strength to even say that I'm nothing like you, and all of these girls kiss your ass. Translation: do y'all understand how the shift and the energy change? Now, after then, I just felt like female rappers, they was kind of like, you get a few of them that say that they show love blatantly, openly, like the ones who really have the talent, right? Like, even though they might be little mini-me's like Doja Cat or Doechii, like mimic the flow or whatever, but it's like those girls will come out and they will give their credit to Nicki. But you notice, like, I felt as though like this, and this is really real. Do you ever notice when a person doesn't, they can pretend like they like a person, right? Because people do that to me all the time, right? They'll pretend like they like you, but then when they can't access you in a certain type of way, they start to hate you. And it's just like, especially when you don't have any type of dealings with them or anything. Somebody doing that to me right now. And I just want to say this and make this very, very clear. I'm very happy in life, right? People send me DMs all the time like, yo, this person is saying something about you. I don't know why. Listen, I don't know why either, but I could tell you this though, right? These people do love me. I love them too. We just don't deal with each other, right? So I wish I keep my energy light, and I wish people well, right? And I just don't choose to like get mixed up in all of that. I don't. Like, I live a very comfortable, happy life, money good, life good, health good. Like, we moving forward. Like, I don't mix up like that at all, right? So the thing about it is, though, people will love you, like how Cardi said that's my idol. She loved her, but then at the same point, when she got into the game, really as a female rapper, she couldn't wait to go against Nicki. She probably never liked her, and that's the sad thing about it, is a lot of people got that greedy love. It's just something in you. It's like and let's be completely honest. When Cardi first came into the game, I don't want to get too far away from my point, so I'm going to go back to the disrespect. When Cardi first came in the game, she looked completely different. So it was just like, I told y'all this before, when it's just like, when it comes to the whole designer and stuff, I feel like this is how Cardi B, she's simple-minded. I'm not trying to be funny. Shout out to the Bronx, all the people. I know a lot of people out there. Shout out to y'all. But, some people do got mental illness or whatever, right? And I think that in Cardi's mind, she like, Nicki live in California, I live in California. Nicki got Birkin bag, I got Birkin bag. Nicki got Chanel bag, so I'm on her level. Some people will think that. It's just like doing content. Like, some people do amazing commentary, some people do poor commentary, but they think because they doing it that they like you and that they're on your level, and it's just not like that at all, right? But shout out to everybody. You can still shout out and wish everybody well, and that's genuine from the heart, right? But I think that that got into Cardi's mind where she just was like, Nicki got this, I got this. Nicki got Richard Millie, I got Richard Millie. Culture got Richard Millie. Like, she know that she's on that level. And I really think that Cardi B poisoned the scene and the female rappers with saying that. Remember, those videos were all over everywhere. Like, I'm not going to kiss your ass like everybody else does, right? In translation, she wanted everybody else to come to her. She wanted everybody else to praise her and be like, Cardi, 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 right? It's very manipulative. It's almost like when a person does that to you in real life and they say these negative, nasty things about you that they know that's not even true. And they don't realize that it's really revealing the weakness inside of them, because it's just like, why do you want people to view a person in a negative way? That screams that you are so insecure. And it really, and the point of the matter is that if you really tuned in and you really listen to, like, whether Cardi or whoever, these people really love the people who they attack. They really do. You can tell, like, just by their approach or whatever, like, they really do. So this is why you got to be careful what you entangle in. But Cardi, she got it. She had it bad. She fixed her face up because she like, look, Nicki, listen, she could have the Chanel, she could have the paddock and the house in the home in LA and drive the cars or whatever, but it was something that she didn't have. And something that I will admit to, Cardi went through a little scary phase with her surgeries, and she was like, damn, I need to be competitive with my look too. Eyes was all droopy, she had to pull her eyes up and get her look right. Offset was cheating with all these soft face baddies and all of that, and she was just like, I had to do something to compete. So I will admit to even though Cardi went through a little funny phase, she do be looking cute sometimes. She do. Still don't like the person, but she do look cute sometimes. I can't give it to her. I'm like, she not butt ugly. She do look cute sometimes. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be like, okay, she pulled herself together. She looked like she make more money now. Before, she didn't look like that. And it was just like, damn, okay, I got the machine behind me. They pushing me. So it's like, she's attempting to stomp Nicki out in that way. Like, oh, I'm getting pushed. I'm getting radio play, getting streams and all of that. The girl ain't getting none of that nowadays, though. Where the streams at? Where the dreams at? Where the teams at? Huh? They gonna pop, pop, pop where the beams at. You ain't seen that? So it's like, yo, for real. So I just wanted to say, like, yo, and this is more of a personal message to everybody. Like, have you ever noticed that where a person, they want people not to like you, and they don't realize it's like, to a person that's high functioning, like, mentally articulate and gets it, it's just like, you want people not to like me because you really like me, and it's something about me that you don't like, and it's normally something that you can't attain or something that you can't touch or reach. And it's really unfortunate, though, because there's so much love out here, and people don't understand that if you genuinely lead with love, you will have good people around you, people who care for you, like, you know what I'm saying? So I also said before too that I felt as though that and this is all in the game of manipulation, right? Because certain people in industries, I think that you do keep them close, because with that beef with Cardi and with Nicki and Cardi, that validated her. With Nicki going back and forth with her, it validated her. It made her feel so important. Say it didn't. And this is why I was saying in a video that I made, I went live like maybe a few weeks ago, maybe a week or two ago, right? And I was saying, like, Nicki should have made Cardi, she should have kept her enemies close, because after that, when they started beefing, she was like, oh, I knew I was this because people was acting like this. No, they wasn't. People was acting like they don't understand how this mush mouth, unintelligible person got into the industry, causing all this fury, got people, hip hop heads, even pushing this, right? They got hip hop heads even pushing this. This is why in real time, and I understand people could like what they like and not like what they don't like. This is why, like, to be honest with you, this is why I don't like, number one, I do feel like Doechii, her art is good, right? But this is why I don't get into it over that, because it's just like, y'all push that. Like, nah, I understand you could like what you like and dislike what you dislike, but to me, just off the strength of being black, just off the strength of being pro-black, nah, I can't do that. And the art is good. Listen, I love new artists, and it's just like, if with Doechii coming in, black artist, sounds good, sings good, raps good, I want to support the art. I felt like with Cardi, I felt like I couldn't stand behind it, because number one, I didn't like who she was. I don't believe her as being an artist. I'm not going to be listening to no raps by a person who's a damn see and say. You know what I'm saying? They say it, you see it and say it. It's like, no, that's like, for what? You know what I'm saying? That's like a karaoke contest. I don't need that. So Yeah, man. But I do feel like, in regards to that disrespect, I felt like this is why Megan Thee Stallion disrespected Nicki as well. She didn't see the value. You did everything that you had to do to get that collaboration, and then a day later or two later, you ain't even promoting the song no more. You promoting Drake songs and putting your lip. And ain't it so funny that she did all of that with Drake, and she'll probably never get a Drake collaboration to date. Like she won't ever get a Drake collaboration, right? I recently seen this video with Monaleo. She was giving Nicki some credit, right? And we know that Monaleo plays Megan Thee Stallion very close. So it's interesting to see her show Nicki love. So let's check this out real quick, actually.
You know how you got some rappers that really don't be knowing their stuff.
Yeah, they don't be knowing their history. But I feel like it's Nicki Minaj, so at the end of the day, I gotta know about everybody who came before me. And Nicki Minaj is like one of those female rappers that I know it's controversial at the moment. I really don't give a fuck about all that. I don't care. That shit don't got nothing to do with me. I just want to say, like, it's Nicki Minaj. Like, I'm a female rapper, so I'd be an idiot to, like, not be versed in, like, the people that came before me. And Nicki Minaj, she paved the way. She went through she endured a lot of, like, I was 19 years old. Bless you.
Thank you. Oh my God.
I was like 19 years old when she was like going through all the shit she was going through to pave the way for female rappers. She was being criticized and they was talking so nasty about her. Like, I would never forget. Like, I was there for it. So I can never pretend like that shit. I grew up on that. So I seen it in the blogs. I seen it in the media. I would see it on the news. I would see, like, even pre-social media, I would see how critical they were of, like, Nicki Minaj. And it was always, like, I don't know, I just gravitated towards her. I thought she was fire. I thought she was a raw-ass rapper, and I still do to this day. So I think she's, like, she's for sure, she's obviously the GOAT. And there's no debating or disputing that, so.
I love that.
Shout out to Queen Nicki.
So positive. I love how you don't show no hate, you give love.
One thing about it, too, you could quote my shit. Like, I'm not no finicky, flip-flopping ass. I'm cool with, flip-flopping, and so I gotta show on this bitch because I'm cool with this person, or I this to talk to my nigga, so it's her. Like, that don't really, like, I'm a real bitch at the end of the day. So I just feel like, and people just be, I don't know.
And that's why you are where you are now.
Exactly.
And why you're blessed the way you are.
Exactly.
Because of how you are, your heart and your intentions, they're pure. They're not like, you don't got like a
vendetta or a chip on my
like
shoulder.
An evil heart, a jealous type of heart.
That's just not my speed. So shout out to all the female rappers, for real. We may not all get along. It's a lot of shit that y'all don't see behind the scenes. I'm not saying that I'm beefing with anybody in particular, but it's just like, it's catty. It's a catty industry.
I personally feel like that was dope for her to give it up like that, because we seen her run on stage with Megan Thee Stallion. We seen Monaleo run on stage with Megan. Sometimes I thought to myself, like, I wonder if Monaleo like Nicki. I never really heard her mention her before, but I know that she likes Megan. She performed here in Houston on stage with Megan. So, that's cool to me that, she can still have that affiliation with Megan and still show love to Nicki openly, not no behind the scenes, oh, I love you, like Lotto was trying to do. And this is why, like, I feel compelled to, like, if I enjoy a certain type of music, like, I know that a lot of this base that watches me on this channel, I know that a lot of y'all don't like Doechii, but I'm not going to be fake and make it seem like I don't like her music just to appease you. Like, this is my scope. So if I look back on these videos 10 years from now and I'm just like, dang, like, why'd you have to lie or front? No, this is my experience at all. You either like it or you leave it alone, But as it relates to this matter, I like that she was able to give Nicki her credit and, just to say that she is the GOAT with loving Megan Thee Stallion, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope to me. But yeah, man, just to get back to the title and the purpose, Cardi definitely opened up the door for the disrespect. Look at the Lotto, right? Lotto, Nicki was her idol, and she still recorded her and tried to expose the conversation. A lot of people, and I try to give some people some credence because I know that they are younger and they're operating out of pure emotions, not realizing, like Lotto, she damaged their relationship. How many people right now do you know or you listen to that they crash out on people? They say some of the nastiest things about people that they know that's not true. And sometimes these people do this because they don't really have those positive relationships in their life, and all they have is, destruction. So you were just literally in their path of war. You know what I'm saying? You were literally just in a path of war. They was never going to be loyal to you. They was never going to show you that type of love that you most likely showed them. But it's like it's unfortunate because people burn these bridges, and it's like, damn, instead of you, Lotto, you could have had like a cool close relationship with Nicki. She probably didn't get on Big Energy, but she probably would have got on another song. And now that I just think about this just now in this moment, what if because Nicki was not cool with Mariah, what if she didn't want to get on the Big Energy, but she didn't want to come out and say it? So then that would have been a rumor through the energy. Oh, she ain't want to get on the song because of Mariah. You got to realize Nicki and Mariah is not cool. I'm surprised I never thought about that before. That's a Mariah Carey sample. So like, how would that look if I'm not even cool with the person? You know what I'm saying? That's really interesting. Yeah, but Lotto ruined her opportunity, and I will admit this, right? It does appear that Doechii did take a side when she unfollowed Nicki during the whole Megan thing, right? And I will say that that is her choice, but I can understand if Nicki feels a way about it, but me as a consumer of music, like to me, I was telling somebody tonight because we was talking about the whole loyalty to the artists that we love. At the end of the day, we don't know any of these artists, and I feel like if you look at my channel, look at the hundreds of videos that I made, my loyalty lies there. My loyalty lies in concert tickets, support. Like I could pull out my bank account and show my email of how much money that I spent to support. So nobody could ever quantify like who I am or whatever, or what I contribute. Like you can't do that. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? And then nobody can ever get in my mind and make me feel like I'm less than, because I do contribute and I do support the ones who I do like. So that's really important, not letting people, get in your mind and make you feel like you're not, what they feel that you're, what based on how they feel. So that's really important. But listen, man, yeah, I do think, and I'll be honest, I do think that. Now, I'm not saying that Cardi is never going to have no successful song come out, whatever, but I do think that she's experiencing some karma. Everything that she's had within the past few years has just been striking out. She wants her and her fans want to gloat so bad about the Enough era and how Enough did this and that, and it dropped. Y'all had multiple versions and got it to the top 10. Y'all purchase. Why y'all can't do that to every other song that come out? Huh? That shows that the fan base is really limited. How did Nicki come out with a Trinidadian song that doesn't even really do good in the market in the United States, and it got up to almost to the top 10. I think it got to like number 11. So much power in the music, power in the music. We power. Is it that song or was it Eskimo remix? I don't think Bungie didn't release that one. Anyway, power in the music is power in the music. Keep your energy light. Listen, it is what it is in this life. So many people filled with strife. So many people wish that they could hit your back and hit it with a knife. I don't know, man, but stay prayed up. This is your boy LaRon, Potent Pondering. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think about what I talked about in regards to the Cardi disrespect, opening up them gates for people to disrespect. And it's like Cardi really felt bold after Remy did it. And Remy was her heir. You seen them pictures floating around the internet with her and Remy sitting, like they was in the huddle up with Star Brim. It was like all of them. This is back in the good old days when Remy was sitting there, even with Papoose daughter. They had pictures with Star Brim. They was all sitting up. They was probably talking about Nicki. And yeah, man, Remy opened up the door for the disrespect, and they probably felt so happy that, when Sheether was everywhere and people was going in on Nicki. But one thing I love about her, though, is that she kept bubbling after that. Remember at the peak of when Sheether came out, Nicki had Swallow out. Swallow is a major hit. I think that song got is it close to 2 billion streams on Spotify? Swallow was a hit. Nicki just kept her foot on the gas, and this is why I say that Ja Rule let 50 end him. Nicki didn't let Remy do that, and look where the gal at now. Now, people still love Remy in, certain areas, but it's like Nicki she kept her foot on the gas. And I want to say this, and I'm gonna close the video out. This doesn't have to pertain to this doesn't have anything to pertain to Cardi, but I just really want Nicki fans to know this. Nicki is the greatest in her field. She has the record sales behind her. She has the tour. She has the features. She has everything that a successful artist will want. I just think that sometimes people that I see online, like the hating that they do, it's like you making it seem like, and not to be funny, but just to give you an example, it's like you're not a fan of Glorilla. Like if you are, but you get the example I'm trying to make. It's not like you're a fan of somebody, and let me not say that, because Glorilla, she's making her strides or whatever, right? You're not a fan of a person who doesn't have stats behind them and really has movement and through the industry. So I think that some people don't realize how it does seem jealous to me, even being in the fan base. It's like, damn, why are you mad at this person for attaining, and isn't this what you wanted, right? Isn't this what you wanted, or do you only just want one person to win? Just like look at YouTube, there's so many different content creators. Many of us deserve way more views than we get, but it's other people getting it. I would never come out and bash them because they getting views or whatever. It's just simply everybody has their time. But you know, it's multiple people who get hundreds of thousands of views and they do what they gotta do. So I just don't like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody deserves a push. Everybody deserves to make it on a certain level. So I just can't get it. If you a fraud, I don't think you deserve nothing. You know, be good in the business somewhere, get on TV, like, you know, my sentiments towards Cardi, do comedy, do all of that, rise over there, but don't mess up the ecosystem of female rap and you being pushed and propelled by a man who's writing your ish and you come in here so cocky and bragging on all these number ones and all of that. It's just toxic energy in the atmosphere, and I feel like, you know, after us just seeing how she got pushed, I just again can't get mad. I just can't do it. I can't. Maybe you can, and maybe you have your reasons. You know, a lot of people got that tunnel vision and they just super laser focused on, you know, just supporting Nicki. And if that works for you, that works for you. Me, I am here for an experience. You know, I want to hear the art from the talented people. I want to hear you. And you know what's so sad? I promise I'm gonna end the video on this tip too. Nothing to do with Cardi, but I was talking to somebody today and I'm just like, damn, Doechie's project came out in August. I just now listened to it in March. I just now gave her project a chance in March, you know, and I just wasn't drawn to listen to it, but I'm glad that I finally did. So yeah, man, shout out to all the talented girls. Shout out to all of the people who do show Nicki love openly. Again, shout out to Monaleo. We know that she's a liaison, you know, connection affiliate with Megan Thee Stallion. So that was real for her to come out and say that. But yeah, man, I think Cardi is facing that karma for, you know, what she did. And God knows the truth. God knows who the frauds are. He knows who the frauds are. And this is why she's going to have to fight super hard to even get that album to do anything or to sell. So we'll see what type of tricks she's going to come out with. Potent Pondering, subscribe to the channel, support the channel. The Cash App is in the comments below. And y'all have a good night. Peace.